Good day, everyone. I hope you are all well. Today I am going to design a patio area for a new resident to my island, Gigi. She's a purple frog, and as you can see from this photo, the inside of her house has a lot of purple as well. There is an elegance to her furniture choices, including dark wood and a pretty purple rose bed there. So when I was trying to think of how to decorate the outside of our island, I thought about finding a inspiration from a painting that would also have a touch of elegance to it. So I found this painting by Henri-Edmond Cross. It's called Madame Hector France. It's actually a portrait of Mrs. Hector France, and it was painted in 1891. It is currently housed at the Musee d'Orsay in Paris. As you can see from this painting, there is quite a lot going on, which is quite lovely. We have the person, the focus of the portrait, dressed in this elegant dark gown, surrounded by a nighttime or evening scene. She is on an outdoor terrace or patio, perhaps, with a geometrically shaped pattern on the floor and in the fencing in the back. There are palm trees, perhaps, or palm-like foliage, an angled chair to the right, and in the foreground on the left, pink rhododendrons to add a little bit of a color highlight there. So what I'm going to do here is try to do something similar. I'm going to lay down some flooring and put down some fence and try to make an elegant patio with some pretty foliage and nice looking furniture and some touches of pink in the left and front. Oops. So what you can see here, what I'm doing, I decided to lay down first this arched stone. Let me see if I remember the name of it right. Arched tile path on the bottom, which will give it a little bit of texture as I overlay a custom path on top. And I'm just going to do this throughout the front here. I ended up making my own custom, I guess, tile or path to emulate what I saw in the painting. I'll confess I'm not the best with pixel art. I will put my creator code in the description at the bottom if you want to use it, but there are plenty of other really lovely paths, far better paths that you can choose from by really talented Animal Crossing players here. I wasn't really familiar with Henri-Edmond Cross before I came across this painting, but he was quite influential in the late 1800s and early 1900s. He was a painter in the Neo-Impressionism movement, and specifically this painting here was one of his first, utilizing a different type of style called divisionism. If you took a closer look at the painting, you'll see that it's made up of not necessarily mixed colors, but a combination of brushstrokes with contrasting or primary colors. So rather than mixing paints, these painters in this type of movement used what they figured was science in terms of light and optics. Oops, here we go. To use single brushstrokes of different colors to bring the full color together when you look at the painting from a little bit of a distance. So pointillism is very similar. It's a little bit different, but very similar, and it was a concurrent movement. In fact, both pointillism and divisionism are part of the Neo-Impressionism movement. Alright, so what I'm doing here is, like I said, I'm using that custom path that I designed, and I'm overlaying on top of this in-game path because I like the texture that you can see underneath. And I'll just show you again, the path, if you actually put a clear pixel, so I put my clear pixel here right in the middle, which is this striped one here. If you put one of those somewhere on the path or on the tile, it will actually do this thing where you can sort of see the path underneath, which is a nice trick that I like here. And I like putting this down through this menu, although some people can also prefer to lay down this path using the island designer. I'm getting close to done. Just a little bit more left on this floor here. I also read that this artist changed his name a couple of times. He was born with the last name Delacroix, and he didn't want to get mixed up with another famous artist named Eugene Delacroix, so he changed his last name to more of an English-sounding name, Cross. And then later on, there's another artist with a very similar name, Henri Cross, with only one S. So then he added back his middle name, Edmond. So he's now formally Henri-Edmond Cross. But I thought it was a little bit unfortunate that he kept changing his name because other people had similar names and he wanted to stand apart. Oh. The painting itself is quite large. It is actually a full-length portrait, close to 7 by 5 feet. Quite an accomplishment, I would say, being able to paint that. Okay, now we're done with the patio floor. Now the fencing in the painting was something that we really don't have here in this game, so I decided to use the bamboo lattice fencing as the closest that I can think of to sort of match what's going on there. The painting has a background that has a bit of an Asian feel. Let's see here. I don't like how... I don't like how the fencing... There we go. There we go, that works. What I might do is just clear this up a bit so I can move the fencing. So that it looks like it's closer to the floor than it actually is. So, yeah, this particular fencing has a bunch of horizontal sort of sections to it, and the painting had fencing that had kind of sections. Also, at the top of the painting, not top of the painting, top of the fencing, there are actually a layer of white Japanese fans all across. Hi, Tiny. Yeah, let's go ahead and put this pattern here. And back to the fence. There we go. Now it looks like the fence is close to around the close to around this flooring, even though since you can see it actually doesn't fully cover that flooring. it's not letting me... If I do this... Oh, I think I need to go one more. Alright. That's one fun thing about this game is it causes you to be creative because of the limitations that you have with the spacing that's used here. Very good there. Back to the fence. What I'm gonna do is... There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, good, 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 good. And I think... I want to see those flowers back. I'll move these over. And I am ready to put down some furniture. Actually, what I was going to do is I'm going to line this up with those shrubs with the pink flowers on it. I think I'm going to put one more fence here. I'm going to go ahead and do that to make it look like those rhododendrons that were pink in the painting there. This is the Pink-camellia bush. These are what are currently pink and blooming right now. But once that changes, I'll probably switch these out to other bushes that are pink. I think we're almost done with this. This is great. Alright. A little more. This is turning out pretty nice. No, I think I actually want to make this a little bit bigger. I'm going to pull this up more. Fortunately, when you do two baths next to each other, they don't connect if they're different paths, so it looks like it's a separate section still from that sidewalk there. So the subject of this painting, Mrs. Hector Cross, her actual name or maiden name is Irma Claire. She actually ended up marrying Henri Cross just a few years later. I'm sure there's a story behind that, I just don't know what that is. Oh, I keep pushing the wrong button. Here we go. And I was just going to put those last two bits of fencing what happened before. Very good. Now I feel like it's a little more space here. I think I want to put a plant here to cover up that spot if I can. It might or might not. Maybe not. I don't think it wants to let me. No, it doesn't. Well, we'll just do our best then. And I'll put some garden benches and chairs and tables. I decided to customize these, the brown color to give it that sort of antique and classic feel. Now let's see, let's put a table over here. And that painting had several chairs in different places, so we can put a chair here, I believe. And let's see. And give another bench a spot here. so there are little places where people can sit and enjoy the view. There was a lamp in the painting. It was in the back. It's hard to see. I think I will put it... I will put a lamp here on this table. So I used the Blossom Lantern, which is a new item in the game just this past March, and it seems to fit quite well here. And I do have one more chair I can put somewhere. Oh, very nice. Now there were lots of plants, so I got a lot of house plants that have that sort of leafy palmy feel. So there's the fan palm and the yucca. I think I'll put one back here. Very nice. Yeah, I wonder if it will... They might not give me space to put one here. I think I could put one in between these two. This is looking very nice. I'm going to put one back here to fill in this space, if it will let me. Oh, very good. I think this is a nice patio. I'm gonna stagger this a little bit so it doesn't look like it's all the same. Ooh. That will work. Well, very nice. Now there was one last thing. The woman in the painting was carrying a purple fan. So I'm going to go ahead and put a purple fan here just as a hint that the painting was a part of this. Well, there you have it. We have a patio area with sort of a geometrically shaped patterned floor with some fancy furniture and pretty foliage around, encapsulated by this fun bamboo fence and pink shrubs on the edge. Well, I hope you are equally inspired and had fun, and will be having fun deciding a fun or elegant patio area for one of your Animal Crossing villagers. Have a good rest of your day. Take care.